Alright, hi guys. Welcome to my second Sims speed build. Today the design is kind of weird. It's not typical. It's not something that I actually like. It's not something that I think anyone would like. But in this speed build, I am building the house that myself and my husband are currently renting. And that's why it isn't exactly, how do you say, somebody's dream house. And it looks kind of weird, but I actually made it almost completely identical to what our house currently looks like. Like here where I'm placing the stairs, there is kind of like there's no gap. The stairs are right against the wall between this room that I'm making now, which is just like a bathroom pantry. It also has like a cellar door to the crawl space because we don't have a full-size basement yet. Like I said, this isn't like the perfect dream house. This is a house that we currently live in. We didn't design anything. We didn't pick anything. It was kind of like this is our only choice to have anywhere to live. There's a lot of wasted space in this house, and as you can see, I'm still kind of like trying to figure out how to make this to scale. So this whole half where it's like blocked off on the right side, that's actually only a half roof, and there's no space at all. It's literally just an attic storage area. As well as the top here, where all where the two bedrooms are, and the bathroom, they're only half walls. So we don't actually have the space that is portrayed in this. Like when I placed the bed in the master bedroom, or the big bedroom there, when I placed the bed there, it looks so tiny, but we have a king size bed and it takes up literally everything. But yeah. So the lights that are in these rooms, they're not actually the lights that we have. Some rooms don't have lights at all, and we have like kind of a lamp put up. The two bedrooms up there, that baby blue, really light, almost white, is a color that we actually put in when we moved in. We sanded the walls, cleaned the walls, primed the walls, and painted the walls because the little room that we have our baby's room in, um, it was like a hot pink and it had swear words all over it, and it wasn't something that I felt comfortable having my baby in. And as you can see here, like I said before, I'm placing the bed in there and it makes the bed look so small, but in reality, our bed takes up like almost that entire wall. And then on this side, it's really weird how they put it. Um, where I'm putting two dressers, it's actually just two shelving units, kind of. There's four shelves in total, and that's where we have all of our clothes stored. We don't actually have a dresser up there. Right now I'm trying to find, like, we have a storage unit, like a storage bench on the bottom of the bed, and the closest I could get was putting dresser, um, which I could have used an actual dresser. I didn't think of that, but I have two nightstands put together as a dresser, and that's basically everything that's in our room. So here I'm trying to find a light that actually matches our baby's light, and The Sims doesn't seem to have one that matches perfectly. And it took me forever to find one that I even half like. And it's just like The Sims doesn't have um, the flooring that they have in that room. It's like a confetti, weird pink, yellow, green. It's just really bad. And like I said, so it's actually half walls, all the way around. It's like a half ceiling. And so that's why I put the window on the bottom, because that's actually where his window is. And I'm trying really hard to make it look like a baby's room and have it still pretty accurate to what we have it set up as right now. And it's the same with on this side where I'm putting the bathroom. It's so it looks so much bigger on the Sims. I'd say that you could take off like a couple feet on the side. It's just like that sink, that cabinet is not that big. Um, it's like a half sink kind of cabinet. We don't have a mirror up there. It's a makeup mirror that's kind of like nailed to the wall. Um, yeah, it's not great, but it's somewhere to live, and I'm happy with it. That we have a shelving unit at the back there where I just place those towels, and that's where we actually keep our towels. Like I said, I kept it almost perfectly accurate. I did my absolute best. This shelf I wasn't able. Sorry, pardon my yawn. This shelf I wasn't able to actually put perfectly, um, as it's just an open shelf. There's no medicine cabinet or anything. It's an open shelf with a light fixture on top of it. And here there's like a closet, and I'm trying to put it like making it as close to how we have the closet, which is literally just a storage space. It has all of our baby's old clothing, the stuff that he's grown out of that we're gonna save for the next one. Um, there's also like the parts to his crib that he doesn't have anymore. Um, there's like a whole bunch of just random stuff for our baby that he's grown out of and he doesn't use anymore. And there's another closet that's like right beside the staircase, which I'm doing now, which has again just a bunch of like random junk. And here I am down to the main floor now. Making this build was actually kind of fun because I tried to keep it as close as I could to our actual house. And I had to call my husband out to help me with the gate or the fence that's on the um the porch out front, because they didn't have one that was actually to scale. Like, it's not that high up. It's actually a very small gate. And it's a really nice porch. To be completely honest, it is a really nice porch, and I would like to actually put some seating out there eventually. By seating, I mean like a bench or a couple chairs and a table, or like just something that I can enjoy looking out. Not that it's that great because all I see is the street, but it's still something nice to sit outside on. And here I'm doing the front entranceway, which again, when we moved in, it was like a really nasty, nasty yellow color. And so we sanded it, painted it, cleaned it, painted it, primed it. We did everything that we could to make it look nicer, although the floor is not that nice anymore. When we painted, we did really bad for keeping it clean because we painted the walls and the ceiling the same color, I think. I'm sitting right beside it and I can't even tell if they're the same color anymore. But when we painted, we did it really messily, and so like there's paint all over the floor that I just haven't had the time to try and clean it up. And I honestly just don't think it's gonna come up. So I apologize to the owner of this house because we have paint all over the floor now. So I'm trying to find things that we actually have in our house. So here's the third bedroom. We don't use it as a bedroom. We actually use it as my husband's gaming room. So I'm setting it up exactly how he has it set up in there. And you might be confused about part of the setup, and I don't blame you at all because it is kind of confusing. Right here, where I'm going to get a door for that closet, he actually has his TV in there for his PlayStation, and it looks really weird as a setup. But when You just switch from your computer to your PlayStation, that simple. It's actually really useful and it saves room. Like his TV literally takes up nothing because it's hidden in the closet. So it's actually really nice. So I was trying to find like a filing cabinet to put in the corner there because we have a yellow filing cabinet and I couldn't find one, so I just put a bookshelf. And this room is literally just completely cluttered. They don't have any flags in The Sims, but we have like a bunch of flags across the wall. There's an American flag, there's actually two American flags, there's an Italian flag, there's an Assassin's Creed flag, and I think there's one more, but I can't think of it right now. Um, but they didn't have any flags, so I couldn't decorate the wall. Now, this little space that I'm doing right now is actually the living room. It's really tiny, so we kind of made it work. We put our living room half in the living room and half in what's supposedly the dining room. Um, so our couch literally sits right in the center, and it looks out. Um, this is actually a reclining chair that we put here. We have another chair on the other side, but there's also like I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of comes out all the way to the doorway almost, like another closet with a desk in it that we actually don't use, and I put a chair in front of it, like right there. So where that, yeah, there we go, I did fix it. Okay, I didn't realize I fixed it. But that little square behind that green chair is actually a closet with a desk, and we don't use it, so it's kind of just blocked off and it doesn't exist to us. But as you can see, I have the living room is actually almost completely accurate. The carpet was kind of hard because it's an old carpet, and the closest that I could find was this one that I put in. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty proud of how the living room turned out because it looks perfect. Not perfect as in like, oh yeah, I want my living room to look like this, but perfect as in I actually did really good. So here, surprisingly, The Sims actually had the same, like, well, it's almost the same. We have a Battles of the Civil War map that's on our wall, and then on the other side where I put those picture frames, we have our wedding pictures. Well, we have a wedding picture. We don't have any of them printed, and we got married like 2 years ago. Here I am trying to find something to put on the wall that resembles kind of like our hot water tank, because our hot water tank is in that closet. And the closest I could find was just pipes. So that's our hot water tank. And here I'm starting on our kitchen living room. Or, oh my gosh, kitchen dining room. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't sleep much, so, I call things what they're not. I think I actually cut out like 3 minutes of me trying to find the proper wallpaper because there was nothing that actually resembled what we have in our kitchen. And no, we didn't put it there. Yes, I would love to change it, but no, we're not staying here forever, so I don't want to waste any more money fixing it up when we're not going to be here to enjoy it. But the people who lived here before, they put like a mint green on the wall around the kitchen with like a wood paneling underneath it, and it just, I think if it was a different color and the wood paneling wasn't as high, then it honestly wouldn't look that bad. But it is what it is. Yeah, so Here we actually do have our refrigerator and we have a deep freeze in that corner. No, it is not ideal, but yes, it works, and it's the best that we're gonna have right now. I actually did get the kitchen pretty close to what it is in real life. And again, I'm pretty proud of it. This is where I realized that I kind of messed up the counter, but I was able to fix it pretty simple. It wasn't too hard to do. And we also have cupboards, like literally going around that entire side of the kitchen. Like exactly how that is, there's cupboards in those exact spots. I realize now that there's actually a cupboard on the other side of the sink. There's no like counter on the bottom, but there is a cupboard on top. And I completely forgot to put that in there because I forgot that it existed. No, my kitchen is not this fancy, like with all the little do things, the clutter. Not, we don't have that much clutter on our counters. It's mostly just dirty dishes. We do have a coffee maker, and we do have dishes and stuff, but it doesn't look this fancy. I'm just trying to find more clutter to put on the counters because it just looks too plain without anything there. Pardon my yawn, I'm kind of tired. And no, I'm not going to edit that out because that's just too difficult for me. I'm still learning, you know. Alright, so this is like the pantry bathroom, kind of like what I said before. It literally only has a toilet and some shelves in it, which I couldn't find any shelves, so I put a couple bookcases. And then where I put like a like you know those like drain vent floor things. Yeah, I put one of those in there because that kind of resembles the cellar door to the crawl space, which is like 4 feet high. So you open that door and then you just go down the stairs into the crawl space. And then back here is the mudroom, but it's also a laundry room, so obviously I had to incorporate that in. The walls aren't actually finished. They're like you can see all of the insulation all around it. So I just put in some paneling and hope for the best. There is actually a lot of cupboards back there, which is really nice for storage reasons. It's actually a really nice room back there. As you can see, I'm just kind of decorating it to the best of my abilities. Trying to find the coat racks and boot racks, and then I go in and try to find all my laundry stuff. There is a window, it's kind of blocked off, we can't actually use it. And I put my washer and dryer. And I think that's actually all that's back there, other than the breaker box, which I don't think I have one on The Sims, so I didn't try and find one. And then I have to make the porch off the side door in the kitchen that goes into our backyard, as well as there's a couple steps off the back door. And I do have to do the roof. Now the roof on here isn't gonna be the best. I'm not good at making roofs, and I do the absolute best that I can. I had to get my husband to help me because I almost did it completely wrong, apparently. this back part definitely doesn't look to scale, because it doesn't, the, you can't really tell that there's that big of a difference, but there is. Well, thank you for watching. This is almost it for my speed build. I hope that you like and subscribe this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share. Share the video if you feel like you would like to share it. The more likes and subscribes that we get and shares, the better that we'll do and the better that our videos will be. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.